Welcome to the 114th installment of Tell Em Alejandro, your number one place for sports, cars, video games, fitness. If you're a man, you're here. Mr. Alejandro's about to tell him.
What you about to tell him, Alejandro?
The NBA playoffs is officially underway, baby. And Cleveland Cavaliers player Kevin Love has been significantly injured, and he will be out for the rest of the NBA playoffs. And not so breaking news. J.R. Smith has done something that's so foolish again. I cover these tough topics in the Tell 'em Zone.
Tell him, Alejandro!
TA Drinkers, the NBA playoffs for the year 2015 is going on right now, baby, as we speak. I'm at halftime watching Houston go up against Dallas. But anyway, let's talk about the topic of the night. We're talking about Kevin Love. He got significantly injured in Game 4 of the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Boston Celtics. The Cavaliers did go on and sweep the C's because the C's are a young squad and the Cavs are pursuing an NBA championship. They were supposed to sweep them. If anything, that series would go 5 games max, okay? And if you're unfamiliar with the rules in basketball, every series is a 7-game series. That means the first person to win 4 games wins the series, all right? The Cavs swept them with the broom. The entire game, both teams were banging in the paint. You know I like paint bangers. So this is the type of game for me. Anyway, Kevin Love was in the paint banging with some goon for the Boston Celtics by the name of Kelly Olynyk. If you don't know who this is a good thing. That means that you're with the majority of people because he's a bum. He looks like a bum with that awful hair, and he is a bum. However, bums are put on the court for a purpose. He's damn near 7 feet tall. That's his purpose. Rebound, play defense, hit people in the paint. And basically, there was a loose ball. Kevin Love was pursuing the loose ball, okay? Now, if I'm Olynyk, I do exactly what Olynyk did. In this position, Love was closer to the loose ball. Olynyk could not get to the loose ball. Olynyk grabbed Love's arm and squeezed it, basically trying to prevent Love from getting the loose ball and possibly allowing his teammate to get the loose ball. That's what Olynyk did. Unfortunately, Kevin Love suffered a dislocated shoulder. Initially, it was reported that Love will miss the second round of the NBA playoffs, but now it is being reported that Kevin Love will not return this year to the NBA playoffs. This is a big blow for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Kevin Love is the 3rd best player on the Cleveland Cavaliers. He is a star, in my opinion. He is similar to Chris Bosh. That's the role that he's playing on this team. When LeBron was playing on the Miami Heat, remember Bosh was like that 3rd guy? That's Love on this team. So to have him missing, that's big, people. But I just basically got to defend Olynyk. A lot of cats, especially Kevin Love, said that Olynyk's a dirty player.
Well, I thought it was a bush league play. I mean, I was out there. Olynyk was in a compromising position, had no chance to get the ball, and it's just too bad that he would go to those lengths to take somebody out of a game and do that to someone. So I have no doubt in my mind that he did that on purpose.
I personally don't think so. I know, like I said before, if I was playing basketball, I would do that to you. I'm not thinking that, yeah, I'm going to injure and dislocate your shoulder. But you better believe if we playing basketball, a physical sport, I'm going to try and fling you out the way and either go get the ball myself or let my teammate get it. So Love, best of luck. However, I will say this. If the Cavaliers continue in the playoffs, I do think Kevin Love will return. The injury is on his left shoulder. He's right-handed. I think he'll probably put a Band-Aid on it. Be a man. Go hard in the paint.
I go hard in the mother paint.
And try and come back and probably play at less than 100%. That's just what I suspect will happen. But hey, the doctors so far have ruled him out for the rest of the NBA playoffs. Good luck. And by the way, for the Boston Celtics, I know I got some Celtics fans that like to drink TEA. Shout out to that squad. They got swept, but I like a lot of the pieces they have, specifically their coach, Brad Stevens. He's a goon in the paint, even though he's not really in the paint. However, I will say this. The Boston Celtics have several NBA draft picks, and they are looking to basically build a squad for the next few years. I recommend Boston C's trade some of those picks and get a star. Why do I say that? I'll break it down to you, because in the NFL, it really benefits to have mad draft picks and have mad goons in the trenches. But in the NBA, it just takes that 1 or maybe 2 stars. You feel me? If you ever played basketball, you know there's that one guy who's just busting all y'all behind because he's just ridiculously nice. That's basketball. Usually the team with the wavier players gets it done. So if I'm the C's, I take those assets, all those draft picks, trade it for a beast, man. That's just me. Now let's talk about J.R. Smith. He got it popping in this game. After Kevin Love got injured, the Cavaliers retaliated. First things first, big Kendrick Perkins got in the face of Jae Crowder, hit him with a hard screen, and he basically finessed him, son. He took fingers and just sun them like, yo, little, I'm a goon in the paint. He had the goon goatee. Perkins is not playing. Perkins is way past his prime. That's even if he even had a prime to begin with. Kendrick Perkins is placed on the basketball court to be an enforcer. That's what the people in the NBA like to call it. But around here, on the TEA studios, we call it a goon. He basically takes 5 fouls every game. 6 is the limit, so of course 5, just so he doesn't foul out. He sets hard screens. He hits people. That's what he does, man. He's damn near 7 feet, 250 plus pounds of solid adamantium, like your boy, Mr. Alejandro. So I don't knock him. After somebody gets injured in your squad, you got to stand up for him. But, however, later on in the game, J.R. Smith was tussling with the same person, Jae Crowder, underneath the basket, in the paint, as I like to call it. And unfortunately, J.R. Smith got upset, and he swung a closed fist towards Jae Crowder, hit Crowder in the face, and of course, J.R. Smith was ejected. Now, J.R. Smith has been suspended for 2 games. Why is this significant? I'm going to break it down to you why. I feel like on this team, J.R. Smith fits his role very well. I feel like he's the 4th scoring option, and this is perfect for him. When he was playing for my Knicks, we were asking for him to do a little bit too much. He was the 2nd or 3rd scoring option, and that's not his role, my G. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. My Knicks are basura. I'm the first one to tell people that. I ain't ashamed of that. However, I don't miss him here in New York. We didn't have the right role for him. Also, Iman Shumpert, he's playing some good ball for the Cleveland Cavs. Shout out to him.
Shout out!
J.R. Smith, he's a knucklehead. This is a player who's been suspended for smoking.
I be getting higher than J.R. Smith.
This is a player who's been suspended for antics 2 years ago in the playoffs, beefing with a player when he was about to sweep the Boston Celtics with the New York Knicks. So this is a player who has a history. J.R. Smith, I'm glad he's being penalized 2 games. Unfortunately, he's not going to learn anything from it because he is a delinquent. I don't care what nobody tries to tell me. Oh, Mr. Alejandro, you're being hard on him. No, I'm not. I'm calling it like I see it. J.R. Smith has been in the NBA for several years, okay? So by now, he is what we're seeing. He's a goon, people. Accept it. He's a thug on the court, and if you act up, he's going to smack you and put you in your place. Let's put it this way. J.R. Smith can't be caught doing what he did, smacking somebody in the face on the court. It's like Ron Artest, my man, Metta World Peace. He has a history of doing bad stuff. He, once upon a time, jumped in the crowd and got it popping. It's called the Malice in the Palace, okay? So when my man Ron Artest elbowed James Harden, it doesn't matter whether he did it on purpose or not. You can't just elbow the beard, my G. You're gonna get in trouble for that. So JR, whether he did it on purpose or not, I don't know or care. You can't just smack people with a closed slap, alright? Fist, whatever you want to call it. Can't do that. Can't do it. It's unacceptable. Not on the basketball court. Just catch Jae Crowder lacking after the basketball game. JR, it's really not that big of a deal. And also, unfortunately, if you pay attention to the replay, Crowder actually suffered a knee injury on that play. As he was falling down, if you look at his knee, it's like he had no bones in his knee. It was like it was made out of rubber. He completely collapsed. So Crowder, I'm rooting for you to get healthy. Kevin Love too. NBA Playoffs is here. If you ain't a goal, you will not survive. There you have it, folks. Mr. Alejandro's tough topics in the Tell Zone. My man's Kevin Love is injured, and I do think it will affect the Cleveland Cavaliers in the rest of the playoffs. However, with him being out at least for the 2nd round and presumably for the rest of the postseason, do I think the Cavaliers will still succeed and at least progress in this playoffs? I'm going to say yes. For now, my opinion may change, but I do think they will win at least in the 2nd round and go on to the Eastern Conference Finals. That 2nd round showdown looking like it's going to be against the Chicago Bulls. Oh my God, that's going to be an amazing series. And as for J.R. Smith, I'm rooting for him to get better. I don't think it will happen. He's even admitted this trade from the New York Knicks to the Cleveland Cavaliers was a good thing for him because with the Knicks, he couldn't focus on basketball. He was focused on turning up and getting it popping with all the juicy bunnies out here. He's even said, yo, in Cleveland and Ohio is really not that lit, the night scene. And basically, I'm at the crib playing video games most of the time if I'm not in the gym getting my basketball skills together. So, J.R. Smith, I'm rooting for you. But to me, my G, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. He just seems like that dude at the club that's just waiting on somebody to spill a drink on his Jordans. Then he's going to turn up. That moment that they talked about in the show, The Boondocks, I just feel like he's one of those people, unfortunately, man. He'll never learn. He's like a delinquent from making the band. They never learn. Eventually, Puffy said, yo, I'm moving on. It is what it is. JR, yo, man, best of luck to you. TA drinkers, what do y'all think? Y'all know what y'all gotta do. Tell them in the comments.
Tell them.
Tonight's velvety black bow tie is brought to you by Aldo. My bow tie's so fresh, it's making me insane. I don't rock with Young Thug. I rock with Lil Wayne. Tune in for more sports, cars, video game, fitness, and all that. Follow at Em Alejandro to hear my immediate reaction to live sports events. Or if you want to hear me cover a certain team or topic, tell them outro music. Yeah, let's get it now. Yo, NBA first round playoffs is getting popping. The Washington Wizards swept the Toronto Raptors. I would have never expected that. I thought the Raptors would win the series, let alone get swept. Like I said before, right now I'm watching the battle of both Texas teams. I think the best series so far is the Clippers Spurs. It's going 7. Spurs will win. Let's get it. TEA.